Hey, good afternoon or good morning, everyone. We're not in the afternoon just yet. It's 10:40 in the morning as we're going live here. So hope everyone's having a good morning and gonna have a good afternoon later on in the next couple of hours. But we have some really nice conditions outside right now. Sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky here in our Lewis Not Alive camera. There are some clouds maybe off in the distance there. Westward, but pretty quiet conditions here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa with our sunny skies and really warm conditions. You can see some of that snow on the ground there. Not going to last very much longer, I don't think. We're going to have that pretty much be gone here. Later on in the week for sure. Temperatures in those upper 20s and 30s. Austin all the way up to 37 degrees. Even the feels like temperature feels really nice. The wind isn't so bad. Usually when we have these mild conditions, we kind of need some stronger winds. But we won't need this. We won't need those strong winds really anymore, and I'll explain why in just a little bit, but that's just going to make our conditions even better. We're going to have some really nice feels like temperatures, and also it can get breezy at times, but it's not going to be overly windy here in the next couple of days. We're not going to have crazy wind gusts up to 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. We're going to be right around just that breezy spot. Now I'll explain why here in just a little bit, but here's a look at future track radar. Quiet conditions. There are some clouds to the north and west. We do have a few clouds. Those will move on through, maybe give us some partly cloudy skies for a little bit, but these clouds will be about it. That's the only thing we really have moving through today. So here's the next big thing. Of course, today we have the mild sunshine. It's going to be warm. It's going to melt some of that snow. It's going to feel really good out there, especially later on in the week, because we're going to have highs in the 40s and even the 50s this week. We could reach the 50s. That's really going to limit that any type of snow we have on the ground. It's probably going to be completely gone here in the next couple of days. We will have some flurries possible Thursday morning. For some, not all of us are going to see it, and it's also not going to last very long if we do see it because our temperatures are going to be so warm. It's going to be very brief if we do have that come by. Right now, it's not looking very likely, really at all, but there may be some areas in northern Iowa that see like a little drizzle or something. Nothing crazy, especially because we're going to be so warm in the afternoon. It's not going to, whatever we do see, it's not going to last very long. Rain will be possible mid next week. That's about it. It's going to be very quiet. It's not very good chances coming up for precipitation. The big thing is it's going to be warm. So let's track things out on future track. I did just mention that we're not really looking into much for precipitation by this afternoon and evening. Staying mostly the same, pretty mild temperatures in the 30s and 40s, partly cloudy. There may be a couple clouds every here and there, but staying pretty quiet. Even notice our wind gusts on the top of the screen there. Staying pretty calm outside. And that's going to be kind of nice here going into the next couple of days. So here's Thursday morning. Notice some cloud cover builds up. Future track hinting a little bit, very slightly, at maybe the chance for a couple flurries. Again, that stays mainly in northern Iowa, and right now pretty much out of our viewing area, but if that shifts a little bit, there could be a brief flurry or two, a little bit of a mixing there for some in the morning, again, mainly in northern Iowa. But it's looking very, very unlikely. So not a very good chance. Not a very good chance there. So staying mostly dry, just some cloud cover. If you're unlucky or lucky, a couple flurries, but it's not going to last very long. Because look at by Thursday afternoon, we're up into those 40s and 50s. So yeah, it's going to be really nice. I mean, sunny skies, the clouds move out. Wind gusts stay pretty quiet. 8 mile per hour wind gusts, that's hardly anything. So it's going to be extremely, extremely nice. Now let's explain why it's going to be so nice for us here. So we have we have one frontal boundary that's going right over us. That's what's giving us the cloud cover. It's a very weak frontal boundary, just producing a little bit of clouds. However, this high pressure system is going to be our key contributor in how we're going to see some nice weather and why it's going to stay nice for a little while. This high pressure system is going to help shoot some warmer air up towards us. It's already doing that a little bit, but once this high pressure system continues to move slightly to the east, it's going to give us a little bit of a bubble a bubble of nice air, of nice weather, of calm conditions, warm temperatures. It's just going to be really nice. There could be a couple instances where there's maybe a few clouds every here and there, but for the most part, it's going to be really nice. So let's talk about our temperature trend here. So this is our above or below average temperatures. You can tell already we're well above average. So this is for Thursday, tomorrow. We continue to go into our Friday, staying above average. Now watch as we go into the weekend. We get pretty warm, so above average temperatures continue to move into the area throughout the weekend, even into the next week. So it's kind of this bubble. You can kind of see how that red and the pinks kind of stayed right over us and didn't move too much. That's because of that high pressure system. It's kind of going to stall right over us, and it's going to give us those warm temperatures and nice conditions. So here's what those temperatures could look like. Well above average. Look at those 50s by the weekend and next week. It's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to it. I like the warm weather. I know that, there's snow lovers. I do like some snow, but the warm temperature, it's going to feel really nice, especially after we had those really cold temperatures the last couple of weeks. This is it's the opposite effect. It's that opposite reaction there, where we have really cold temperatures. Well, we're in the opposite side. We're going to have some really warm temperatures, well above average into the 40s and 50s for the remainder of this week into the next week. Notice, though, by late next week, it won't be staying forever. We will cool back down, at least briefly, back to more seasonal temperatures. So it won't be warm forever. We're from Minnesota or northern Iowa. We know how these go. The fall springs, we're in fall spring 1. We know it. There's probably going to be another chance for snow later on down the road. We can't get our hopes up yet. It's not spring just yet. It feels like it, but it's still just a fall spring. That's happening here. So temperature outlooks, though, so this is how long we could see kind of these above average temperatures. We're well above average, so we look at those temperatures. These are the 40s and 50s, well above average temperatures in that dark red for the entire area. But then as we head towards late February, 19th through the 25th, that's where we start to cool down a little bit. We're still above average. We're still in that orange there. You can see maybe around that 50 to 60% chance of above average temperatures. But notice how that gray and even below average temperatures to the northwest start to move in a little bit. I think that's going to be kind of the trend as we go into March. We'll kind of cool down a little bit for the beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March. I also mentioned some lower wind speeds. These are wind speeds and gusts. Notice a couple days, Saturday and Monday, maybe a little bit on that breezy side with sustained wind speeds around 10 miles per hour. That's a little bit breezy. But wind gusts, really not happening. We're really not having any strong enough wind gusts to where they're noticeable. So just maybe a couple days, Saturday and Monday, where we're a little bit breezy. But I mean, we're staying pretty much calm and quiet throughout the next couple of days. So here's our precipitation forecast. I mentioned we're staying pretty quiet precipitation-wise too. Very, very, very slight chance for some morning flurries on Thursday for some of us. Not going to, if you do see it, it's not going to last very long. Probably melt on contact right away. And then Tuesday, maybe some spotty late showers for our Tuesday. But that's about it. Again, just a stray chance there. So not really any good chances of some rainfall or some snow that we're expecting in the near future. So just looking again at those nice temperatures and limited precipitation. So here's our hour-by-hour forecast throughout the rest of the day today. Notice we jump up by the afternoon and evening into those 30s and 40s. We have partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. I think for the most part we'll stay mostly sunny. There could be a couple clouds that move on throughout the day. But winds stay calm, temperatures stay warm, and skies staying sunny. It's just going to be like that here for the next couple of days. Here's tomorrow's forecast for our Thursday. We'll have mostly sunny skies once again. Of course, we'll have that very, very, very slight chance of maybe a couple flurries for some of us in the morning hours, but again, not a very good chance whatsoever. I think a majority of us, 99% of us, won't see anything. But if you do, it's not going to stick around for very long because we're going to have temperatures like that. We're going to have temperatures in the 40s, mid 40s, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. We'll have that decreasing cloud cover throughout the day tomorrow. Just looking to be another very, very nice, well above average day to enjoy. So we have our 7-day forecast here. We have temperatures getting into those 40s and 50s, and then eventually we do have some shower chances that return, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday, where we have that chance for maybe a couple stray showers. Not the best chances, just some stray chances, still pretty far away, 6 to 7 days out. So we'll just keep an eye on it. But as of right now, not the best chance for really any precipitation, not enough to change plans or anything like that. It'd be kind of nice to see a shower. We haven't, would be our first shower, I think, across the area. I know we've had some mixing precipitation of like freezing rain or a little bit of a drizzle and snow mixed together, but I mean, if we have the rain on Tuesday and Wednesday with our warm temperatures, it's going to be a rain, so that could be our first shower. So that'd be kind of cool if we could have our first rainfall here coming up later on next week. We do need some precipitation too. We're a little bit dry now. It's been a little bit since we've had a decent snowfall or really any type of precipitation. It's been a little while. It wouldn't be a bad thing to have some precipitation. So hopefully by Tuesday and Wednesday we have some of this rain move on through with our. We can enjoy our nice conditions now for the next 4 or 5 days. Once those 6 to 7 days out come up for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, maybe we can have a little bit of some precipitation. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. We'll have some more updates, some more forecasts later on. We have our noon show coming up in the next hour or so. And we also have our evening shows where we'll have updated forecasts for you there, even though I don't think too much is going to change. It's just going to be really nice and warm. That's the big thing. Not much to complain about, not much to talk about weather-wise, but that can be a good thing sometimes. And I think in this case, it's a good thing. We need some quiet weather. Again, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. We'll have more live streams later on throughout the week, so tune in as we have those. But have a great day. Enjoy some of these warm temperatures, these beautiful conditions outside. Enjoy it while we have it. It'll be sticking around for a little while here, but eventually we will cool down at some point. It's that false spring. Don't buy into it yet, but enjoy it while we have it. So we'll see you later.